Hey folks, welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are downtown Madison filming at this gorgeous building here at the American Family Insurance Dream Bank, and we're going to chat with those folks later. We are joined first by our fantastic friend Sue Klein from Klein's Floral and Greenhouses, and we're so pleased to have you here again. Thank you, Sue.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks.
So we're going to do something a little bit different today, and I'm very excited to kind of see what you're going to put together for us. But let's talk a little bit about garden flowers and how we can take some of our garden flowers and put them into vases for our homes. So talk to us about which flowers first
You're
of
doing
all.
some demonstrations for
I
us.
am, and right now the gardens are just peak and they're absolutely gorgeous. And so we have snapdragons, we have brown-eyed Susan, we've got yarrow, lisianthus, phlox, viburnum, gladiola, just a ton of gorgeous flowers.
All beautiful colors too,
Yes.
just outstanding colors.
Yeah, it's very cool. You know, and one of the things that I've learned as I've learned about more and more about gardening over the years is that, you know, there's a good time, optimal time throughout the day where you water your garden.
Yes.
What about cutting flowers? Is there an optimal time throughout the day?
Actually, morning is best.
Okay.
You cut in the morning, and you gather all your flowers, and then you're going to want to recut them when you bring them inside.
Okay.
And then you can start arranging them. And I think the key is not to think too much about it. Just kind of just do it. Just do
You're
it.
such a natural and a pro at this. I hope we can do it
And
justice.
here's marigolds too, which a lot of people grow
beautiful. Look at all
marigolds
these
all over,
different
and
yellows.
they last a really long time in a fresh arrangement.
That's
so
outstanding. And really quick, why? What is it about morning that makes this the best time to cut? Do you know the why behind it? Why do the flowers like it?
first, well, the cooler temperatures,
Okay,
they don't
the
like to be
temperature
just
thing.
like when you have it inside the house. You're not going to want to put it by a heat vent or anything
Sure.
like
Right.
that. So they like
sense.
cooler temperatures.
Okay, that's so interesting. They've got a little
And
personality.
I've noticed that you're kind of cutting at an angle there. It's not just a,
Yep.
you know,
Yep.
you're
A
kind of
little
cutting at a little angle. What's the reasoning behind that?
A little more surface area
Okay.
that way, and I'm trying to cut or take all the leaves off because that's where bacteria grows, or why
okay.
bacteria grows in the. there we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
I never
Is
knew
this
the
for
why.
me? Thank you very much.
I never knew the why behind taking the leaves off, but
Yeah.
there's actually a reason other than
Right.
just aesthetics.
Because most people have a ton of vases underneath their sink,
Right. Yeah.
True.
and you're
I
going to
haven't
want
washed them since 1973.
Yeah,
Well,
have
you're
you been
going
to
to
my
want to
house?
wash
That's where
them.
mine are, yeah.
Yes, you'll want to wash those, clean them up a little bit, a little bleach water, something
Sure.
like that would be good.
So out of all these vases that we have stored, not gonna lie, I do the same thing. Is there a certain kind that's best for this kind of floral arrangement?
I would suggest the clear vases. I mean, these are colored, but they're sort of clear too, so you can tell if the water starts to get a little cloudy. And
Right.
then you know you're going to
Smart.
want to change the water because that's what's going up the stem, and that's going to make the
Right.
flower not last very long.
Gotcha. So we're sort of blissfully unaware when we're using those completely
Yeah.
dark vases. We can't see what's in there.
Exactly, and then you just start smelling.
What is
When
that?
you get to that point, it's too late. You don't want to
kinda
get
too
there.
late, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Wow, that's great. These are gorgeous, and you've just, like I said, such a natural putting these together. How beautiful that is.
Now, when the water does start getting a little cloudy, does it help to prolong the life of the flower to change the water? Is that a
Yes.
thing that's
You
worthwhile?
definitely want to do that, and you're going to want to recut the stems. And you
Okay.
might even want to clean it up real quick, the vase a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's a good tip.
Yes.
So just take all the flowers out.
Take them all out.
Get new water.
New
Well, maybe
water,
clean the
kind of
vase a little.
rinse the stems a little bit too, because all that slimy stuff is probably on.
That's true. Yeah, and
That
give
as
them a
well.
little snip.
Yeah.
So that's great. So they've kind of got a new fresh end then to soak up some of that new
Right,
fresh water.
right,
That's a
right.
great tip to help prolong some of the life of these gorgeous flowers, because especially if you're taking them right out of your garden, you want them to live as long inside as possible.
That's right.
And look
And-
at this, folks. She's barely looking at what she's doing, and
I
these
know.
are just beautiful arrangements.
Okay,
She's just-
remember,
she
I've
do
been
in her
doing this
sleep.
since I was 2.
Yeah, I know. I've been making
doing
this
this a long
look bad
time.
here. I
Yeah.
don't know how you do this, but this is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous colors. I really like how you're mixing the same colors together, but you're just using different variants of the same sort of color
Yeah.
scheme. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. And let's talk a little bit. So we change the water, we get our fresh tips, and stick them in our fresh water and our hopefully cleaned vase.
Yeah, right.
If you have a second, wipe it out. But let's talk about food. You can get the little plant food. Does that matter
You
for
can.
something like this?
It's going to help prolong the life a little bit. So yeah, I mean, they're pretty and you want them to last long. So
Yeah.
absolutely. a
Oh
little
my
bit.
gosh. This
And
is
these,
so
pretty much
beautiful.
everyone has hosta growing in their garden.
Oh,
and
yeah.
this lasts really well in a vase, just
Oh, wow.
as is. I have my grandma's canning jars that I like to keep in the
That's
house
so
and
smart
fill
though,
with
because
flowers.
it looks great.
And then even just with, and again, I just cut this actually out of my garden this morning. So you're going to want to recut the stem, take any of the leaves that would be in the water off.
And that's where the
just-
bacteria grows, is on
Correct.
those leaves.
Yep.
So keeping those off as much as possible.
Yep.
That's
And just, I
very
mean, how
cool.
simple is that? Just a couple
And
of
so
hydrangeas.
these are a little
It's
bit
simple
lower
and elegant
maintenance, you said, in terms of just
Low
how much.
maintenance.
Very low
Really
maintenance.
easy.
Okay.
I found you
This
can't
is for
hardly
me.
you can't hardly kill hostas.
No.
Yeah.
They're I think they're immortal.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Well, Sue, you've done it again. You've given us some wonderful tips, and look at these. So quick, you did them in a snap. I just
Yeah.
love it. So thank you for the tips, and make sure you go visit Sue over at Klein's Floral and Greenhouses. She's the expert. And when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about preventing disease in dogs and cats. So pet owners, you don't want to miss it. We'll be back with more on Wisconsin Family.